Hey everybody, it's been a while since I made a video, and welcome back. It's been about 2 months. So I decided to make this video because a lot of people reach out to us who are moving to Fort Wayne because they're getting jobs for Sweetwater, which is a large online employer here, in various other places, technology jobs. There's a lot of positive migration coming into Fort Wayne, and a lot of these folks are young, and they want to know, where's a good place to live that's hip, that I'm not around a bunch of old people. I get it. I was there. We've all been there. So thought I would make a video for you to highlight some of the best neighborhoods for people who are single. So stick around and we'll go over those right now. So welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, Living in Fort Wayne. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I make a video, and I'm committing to making more videos. So it's been too long. I need to get back into it. We've been super busy the last couple months. My group has had record-setting months. So I'm the owner of this little company, and I've been having to take care of business, but I do enjoy making these videos, and I do want to get back into it. So let's get started. All right, guys. The first neighborhood that I want to talk about is what I would call like the Columbia Avenue corridor. I don't even know if it actually has a name, but this neighborhood is fantastic. It's dear to my heart because it's where I purchased my first home. It was a huge, massive duplex. I think I talked about it in another video. Like, I was way in over my head. I bought it when I was 25, and I learned a lot of things with this house, but most importantly, this is the house that I met my wife in, and I'm forever grateful for this area of town in this house. So she actually lived like 2 corners down, and we met just walking in the neighborhood. So it's kind of like a love story. But anyhow, some of the reasons why people like this neighborhood so much is because of the affordability. But for a young person, you're gonna like this because there's a massive, super high concentration of other young people. So there are a lot of rentals in this neighborhood. There's no doubt about it. But there's also a lot of single family homes that you can buy affordably. So this kind of hits the mark for both. And things to do in this area, there's a coffee shop right on the corner of Columbia Avenue and St. Joe Boulevard. And this is actually where the 3 rivers meet. So Fort Wayne is called the Summit City. We have 3 rivers, and this is like the junction right there, which is a really cool spot. So you can get coffee there, just go over the bridge, and you're right basically downtown. So a lot of younger people, they hang out at the deck in the summertime. The deck's a hit place to go. So it's over the river. It's served by the restaurant called the Gas House. So they're kind of like the same kind of business. But you can spend your time there. Of course, you can always go to Lakeside Park. I used to go there all the time, walk my dog, walk with my wife. At that time was my girlfriend. And just enjoy the beauty of that park. So I really like this area. The types of homes that you're going to find in this area, they're going to be old. There's no new homes or even sort of new homes in this area. They're all old. So they're all like built pre-1900 up to like the 1940s. A lot of these homes are Victorian. Unfortunately, a lot of them have been kind of like chopped up. Well, unfortunately or fortunately. A lot of them are multifamily properties. So if you're looking to rent, this is certainly a good option for you. If you're looking to purchase, you can do what I did, and I purchased a duplex, which they call it like house hacking or whatever. So I had my tenant pay for a good part of my monthly expense of owning that property, which is awesome. So definitely check out this neighborhood. There's always a few properties that are on the market at any given time, and my dog is scratching the door, so I'm gonna have to pause and go let him in. A few other fun things to do in this neighborhood is you can get on the River Greenway really quickly, which will take you anywhere in the city on a bike or rollerblades. But you can also play volleyball over the Tecumseh Bridge. I think it's called Fair Play. It was called Fair Play, but there's leagues that go on. People drink beer. It's a good time to hang out. It's a good time possibly to find your future mate. Past those places, there's North Anthony area, which is home to restaurants, some bars, stuff like that. So real estate home prices in the Columbia Avenue area are pretty low or lower compared to the rest of the city. You can definitely snag a pretty nice house for under $180, and you could find a duplex well below that. You could find a duplex under $150. It might need a little bit of work, but anywhere in that kind of area is going to be a very reasonable price range for somebody who's looking for a decent property in this area. So guys, the next great spot for a young professional like yourself is what I would call the Broadway, Packard, Oakdale area. And this area is a place that you're going to love because you've got Trouble Brewery, which is on Broadway. You've got just over the Bluffton Bridge, over the river, St. Mary's River. You've got the Clyde, which now is playing shows. The Clyde is sweet. It's an awesome place to watch a show. And there's the club room right next to it, which I think now every night of the week they play live music. So you've got jazz, you've got country. Basically every genre of music is covered. And this is like a walk or a bike ride or electric scooter away from the area that I'm talking about. All right, guys, I would be remiss if I did a video about this area, this neighborhood, and I didn't talk about one of the favorite places to hang out around here, and that's called the Pub 07. Let's go check it out. It's late afternoon. I imagine they're gonna get their dinner crowd in here soon, but it's a fun place to hang out on this patio, right by a river, and it's just a short walk to the Clyde Theater. This is definitely an up and coming area in terms of home prices and just the desirability. So there's still a pretty good mix of rentals. These are typically single family homes. Some of these houses, they need some work, okay? So they're not gonna be like complete fixer-uppers, but they're not gonna be like your dialed in homes that somebody typically with a higher income like later in their life can afford. So that's why I put this as a good young place to live, and it's hip. There's a lot of cool people that live in this neighborhood. I live not too far from it. In fact, I like grew up basically in this area. There's a lot of things to do. You can go to Foster Park. There's this place called the Wonder. I forget what it's called, but I'll put something on there. And it's like a place for art, and it's like a gallery. There's Packard Park. There's baseball that goes on. There's foosball. I did a video on that as well. That's in this area. And this is not too far away from Electric Works, which is this old General Electric building that they are going to turn into this massive like project. It's underway right now. So you're all a short distance from all this stuff, and the home prices are really affordable. So you can definitely get homes under $150 in this price range. The larger ones are going to need a little bit of work if they're under $150, but you can get like a 1,300 square foot home, $130, $140. These are typically your standard like 2-story. It'll have a front porch. It'll have a backyard, a detached garage. We're all built with 1 bathroom typically. Some of them will have a half bath on the main floor. These are like perfect starter homes. This is a perfect neighborhood to buy your first home in. So definitely check out this neighborhood. All right, guys, the next neighborhood that I want to talk to you about is what I would call the Fairfield Washington area. Okay, so this is where the baseball park is, where our professional baseball team plays, and there's a newer apartment complex in this area called Cityscape Flats, they're nice. They're like probably 3 or 4 years old now. They could even be older now, but they're always sold out. They're always filled. But around this area, there are other housing options. There's some rentals. There are houses that you can purchase, and they're pretty affordable. But of course, what I like about this is the proximity to so many things. So you're even closer to Electric Works, and now you're downtown. So now you can get to Promenade Park. All the fun that downtown has to offer. We've got bars and restaurants. Every night of the week, there's usually something going on. And maybe 5 years ago, downtown Fort Wayne was a ghost town, it seemed like. And now it's hip. There's something always going on. So this is a place that you want to be looking if you're going to be moving into Fort Wayne. And it might be a good spot, really, if you're going to be somebody who wants just to rent, just to get a feel for the city, or if you're not going to plan on being here that long, but you want like the energy of a downtown. You don't want to be in an apartment building, on the outskirts of the city. Then this is where I would advise you to look first. Okay, guys, and then the final neighborhood that I want to tell you about today is called West Central. And it's called that because it is just on the west side of downtown Fort Wayne. And this probably is, most people would say, the hippest neighborhood in Fort Wayne. So these have really cool houses. Some of them are massive homes, and there's still a lot of apartments in these homes. So if you're looking for character that's like hardwood floors, arched doorways, fireplaces, even if they don't work, stuff like that, then this is definitely the neighborhood for you. There's a super high concentration of single people in this neighborhood, which you might find interesting if you are single as well. There's a lot of things to do. There's always some sort of like neighborhood thing going on, and this is a vibrant, high energy neighborhood. I will say, though, this is actually one of the highest appreciating areas of our city. So if you're a first-time buyer and you don't have a lot of money, you might find yourself pretty priced out of being able to purchase a home. I would say that would be the case for most first-time buyers that I know. However, you can land a house, like a decent house that's been remodeled. There's a lot of investments going on. So there's a lot of remodeling, putting them back on the market, which you would commonly refer to as flipping. I don't like that word. I think it has a negative connotation, but that's what it is. So you could buy a house that's been flipped, remodeled, in like the 300s. At that price point, you're probably not going to get a garage. Off-street parking is a premium in this neighborhood because of the population density. There's just a lot of people packed in a very small area. So if you go in like the 400s, you're going to find a nice house, probably a detached garage, remodeled, and you're going to love it. If you like that type of home, I actually do. So I'm biased towards those types of homes, but they're really cool. If you're able to do more of like a fixer-upper, like if you've got the skills and the resources to put some money into a house, you can snag one well under $200,000 and then do your own investing. Like I said, this is one of the quickest accelerating neighborhoods in terms of appreciation, and it's really because so many people want to live here. But just in this little area, you can get to downtown super quick. There's a coffee shop in the area. There's an ice cream shop. You're just really close to everything. If you get on Washington, you can go right out to Jefferson Point. You can get there literally like 2 minutes. There's Sweeney Park, and just south of where I'm explaining right now is this Electric Works. So it's a short walk or a bike ride just through the neighborhood, and then you'll be at Electric Works. And Electric Works is under heavy construction right now, but every day it's looking cooler and cooler, and there's going to be a point soon, probably in the next like 2 years, that this place is going to be sweet. It's going to be somewhere where people want to live around, and it's going to draw a lot of people in the area. So I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for a place to, buy your first home, and you do care about like future growth and stability, I don't see how you could go wrong in this area, especially because of all the investment that's going on. So I hope this helped you guys. All of these neighborhoods are great neighborhoods. They're all neighborhoods that I know well, and they all have a lot of young people that live in these neighborhoods. So if this is something that you think you have some interest in, continue to do some research. Let me know. I would love to help you, my team and myself. When you reach out to us, it's either going to be myself or one of my team members answering the phone. We'll answer the phone every time. This is what we do. So please call, text, email, and we love to serve you.